In fact, we'll get into recess and then we can show it.
Sure.
How's that?
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Good, good,
Perfect.
good, good, good. So,
Great day, everyone.
Hi, Melody.
Hello, Melody.
Hi.
hey, yo, Melody. Oh,
I'm just exhausted today.
Oh, it was the birthday party.
We've
yeah.
had a very busy week.
Holy cow,
The
Coach
birthday palooza was bomb.
Coach Bob,
It was so much
look
fun.
at your name.
I know, I know. I don't know what happened.
Wow.
Woo! Yeah,
Jesus.
let's get out there.
It's
Everybody,
time for recess. All right, welcome everybody. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern on Monday, November 10th, or whatever time it happens to be where you are because you're watching right now. Recess is basically just kind of an open forum. We talk about a lot of different things and a lot of different topics and share stuff. So, and it's open. So if you have something to share, of course, be nice, be kind also. That's what we ask. Be fair. Um, so, yeah, let's just go ahead and start talking. I know we were starting to talk about a couple of things, and I know, Robert, you'd mentioned something with Bill about a video that you guys
Yeah,
had
Bill
talked
had
about.
that nice little post where we always talk about baby steps or you take steps up a staircase. I know Martin Luther King, always says it's difficult to look at going all the way up the staircase, so just focus on the first step. And so there's this video that I remember seeing that was just really, really incredible. And it's like in a short couple of minutes, I think that got people could watch this video and just go, "Hey, that's life." It's just like walking up a couple of stairs and then following off, and then walking up to a couple of more steps and then following off, and then
Well, if you want, let's share the
yeah,
video. I've got it.
go ahead and play it.
Yeah, it's a. I know I've seen it before, and I agree with what Robert is saying. It's just an incredible video. So here we go.
very cool.
Now that's having fun.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah,
how many people as you watch that video go, yeah, I've been through a couple of those falls.
quite a few.
It's funny because I always want I was right before we jumped on here. Hi, Christian. Right before I got
There he
on
is.
here,
It's so
I was
cute.
thinking,
It's Grandma and I.
Smack.
we had that really cool people talking about their favorite place that they visited, right? And I was asking AI some questions about what is some questions that you can ask to a total group to get a really good feedback from everyone. You know what I mean? It was hilarious. Then out of nowhere, we were talking about steps. So, how many of you would like to share anything in your life where you just thought that okay, so it's over, but it wasn't?
My first divorce. I thought life was
Oh,
over,
yeah.
but guess what? It wasn't.
But you said your first divorce, so you've had more than one?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't do it right the first time. I had to try it 3 more times. Actually, 2 more times. I've been married 3 times and divorced twice.
Wow, I'm proud of you.
My mom wasn't, but that's all right.
Oh,
Well, and it's funny that, people always look at their belief of what something should be instead of a person. Like one of the questions I ask all the time is how many people have been in more than one business opportunity? See,
Right.
it's like no one wants to talk about, that, this sort of letting a little bit go more, but, so, on what, Saturday, that will be probably number 20 for me. You know what I mean? So it's like when I say that, I think that people get shocked a little bit because they're like, "Oh my God, you should only try what? How many times should I try?" I don't know. We could watch that video and see how many times that guy fell off the stairs.
There you go. There you go.
Or you
So,
think of the song "I Get Knocked Down, I Get Back Up Again."
yeah. So it's pretty interesting. So I just think that Terry's not laughing at me. I made Ezra big screen. So.
Robert, one of the things that video reminds me of is when I was finally doing well and making consistent good money with you. I think it was with Unlimited Profits, and I knew at least $10,000 a month, right? And then you just said we're not doing that anymore, and I'm like, what?
Why?
Yeah. Okay, back to step one.
Yeah. Yeah,
But in
it's
hindsight, that was such a blessing.
always, always. I
Yeah.
always tell people all the time that when everyone expects us to do something, it's never a bad thing, So, you go out there and you're like, all right, so I guess I'm supposed to go to seventh grade because everybody else says that it's okay to go to seventh grade, right? So when people have expectations for us, it doesn't seem like it's very difficult to try again or continue on the path. It's just that all of a sudden we get a little older, and it's like, yeah, I tried that. Well, why didn't you continue to do it until you figured it out?
Yeah. I
Anybody else?
remember
Okay,
when
sorry,
I was
Melody,
in
go ahead.
oh no, it's okay. And when I was in first grade, I remember they skipped me to third grade. And so then that kind of set something in my mind like, oh, we can skip parts
Me, for me,
later on in my life.
for me, I was so good at school, they asked me to do it during the summer too.
Well, my mom always made us go to summer school. It was
I
easier
was
for her. But
I was
yeah.
so good.
uh,
I was so good. I had to take night school in my senior year for 5 nights a week for the
oh
whole
my
school year.
God.
That's how good in school I
Wow.
was.
I when
For me to go during the day, I certainly couldn't go at night. I'm not so big, Mrs. Bunny. That's just me.
I never thought about it when we talk about recess, talking about school, how good you were at school, or how much you liked school, or what was your favorite or your least favorite subject. I bet you that could start a great conversation.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coach
I
Bob,
took second
Coach
grade
Bob, you were
twice
good at,
too.
you were good at school?
Oh no. I was like you,
Uh-huh.
Robert. You know what I used to hate the most is when they picked on you to read. I was
Ah,
horrible at reading. I didn't know some words and I would stutter. And it just, I mean, I had a hard enough time just reading myself, So
right.
I floated through school pretty effortlessly, except for I did. I did. I got good grades. And except for when it came to history and science, I so sucked. Oh my God. In fact, I had to take a weekend class to pass history to graduate. That's how bad I was in there. So yeah, if you don't like it, you're not going to do well.
It's
Right?
Yeah.
how they expect us to do good at every subject is just a crack up to me. When you look at personality traits, it's like it's like wow, I'm great at art. I
Yeah.
And recess.
And recess.
good at
Absolutely.
recess. That's Terry. That's how this name came up. Terry's like recesses.
There you go.
Boy, who said recess?
I don't remember.
Hey, Robert, it's
Yeah,
Debra. Can I speak about something that you've done for me and you don't even know about? Well,
sure.
this last week, you talked about courage. You talked about trust and faith in Jesus and all those things. And I've been struggling with something that I needed peace. And yesterday you spoke about peace. Jesus spoke about goes beyond all our understanding. Well, I have a new scripture on peace. Well, it's not new, but Isaiah 26:3 is also confirming peace, that God gave me a sound mind. But what was going on, such a conflict in me, was because of my injuries and severe pain, I have been on morphine. And it makes my body sick. And really, the side effects are so bad. And it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't take it. And, the side effects, are horrendous. I mean, unbearable. And then, but it's not helping that much on the other side. So I've been using all the tools, all the scriptures, and the courage this week. And I am cold turkeying off of it today, back to my ice packs for pain relief. And so, but I have such peace about this decision to get off of it, a real peace that goes beyond all understanding. And I gotta thank you for the courage that and the trust and the faith that you talked about all week. And I'm so pleased and peaceful with this decision.
Aw,
Thank you,
that made
Robert.
that made my month.
Yeah.
Made my year, I'm sure.
Oh man,
So
yeah.
proud of you, Dad.
Thank
Me,
you.
me, it was Matt left me a good message yesterday that really touched my heart. It's like I don't know if you guys can tell when we do Master's Mind that it's that's not comfortable for me. It's just like that's always been a part of who I am that I really just kept to myself. You
Oh,
know
I
what I
know
mean?
that. Yeah.
And people that got close to me, of course, some of you are very, very close to me. If I'm one on one with you, I'll let you have it.
I
Yeah.
felt like you were one on one with me. That was what
Yeah.
was so special. Every
So
word you said touched my heart and soul and spirit. And I feel like I really am stepping out in faith.
awesome. Yeah, it's always understanding that you can make thoughts in your mind and imagine a better future for yourself. So, having peace and trusting what's going to happen is not very easy for people. It's funny because when you talk about things, we know that all our electronic devices listen, right? We know that they do, right? And it's like all of a sudden I just got my whole feed with people that were like just talking about that the more that they trusted that everything was going to be okay and got out of worry and anxiety and thinking about, oh, this is going to happen and then this is going to happen and then this is going to happen. And it was all about, people that just had that difficulty. Even another one that I watched was Jim Carrey, and he was going, isn't it interesting that when you're not happy with life, that what you do is then you seek for other things of understanding. You just want to know. You want to know why you're here. The main questions. What's the meaning of life? Why am I here? What the hell am I supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
And it is interesting how people get into a lot of stuff that deals with personal development. You know what I mean? They really get into a lot of things that deal with personal development and, manifestation and a lot of stuff that we need to do for ourselves. But as soon as you start hanging around people that are really, really in a great relationship with God, they're all about, it's not me, I'm letting it all go. You know what I mean? And it is pretty interesting where, once you tried all the stuff that you could do for yourself and you realize that it hasn't gotten you where you need to get, then now that, through that suffering is when we go, all right, I'm pretty much suck at making myself happy, and so I'm just going to let go. I'm just going to trust and let go, and peace and that stuff like that. So it is pretty. Thank you, Deborah. That's really sweet.
You're awesome, Robert. But we all know that. We all know
God is
that.
awesome.
Yes, that's real true. That's true. He's one step above you. Look, I've told you, and I'll tell everybody. I used to think my grandpa was the most wise and loving and kind man, but with Jesus now in heaven. And Robert, you've replaced that person in my life.
What was his name?
Francis Hackwith. Or
Francis.
Fred.
There you go. That is awesome. Anybody else have their favorite subject in school or their worst subject?
My
Not
favorite,
talking about school.
my favorite, my favorite one was tetherball.
I think Lisa Marie did good in school because she loves sports. Some people that are really good in sports is like, listen, so I can't practice or I can't play unless I get these subjects done. So it's like for me, it was funny because I listened to a lot of people that told me that, hey, you're special, you're unique, you can't read, you can't spell. So I will admit that because a lot of people told me that I sort of used that. You know what I mean? It was like school was really simple for me until I got into my first foster home. And all of a sudden, I just had this. His name is Ted Johnstone. Is definitely, without a doubt, the best, foster father I had. And I really was good in sports. I love sports, right? And did every sport I could possibly do. And so he just set me down and he just goes, "Hey, listen, here's the way it is." He goes, if you get a C minus, you don't have to do anything. And he says, but anything below a C minus, if you get a D plus, he said, then that's an hour of study in that subject a night.
Ooh.
And it's funny that, I get my first report card, and so 3 subjects I was below a C in, and all of a sudden I had to do, 3 hours of study on those subjects, and it's hilarious that my next report card was all C's. It was really interesting that just one person didn't give a shit about what other people said that was wrong with me. And he goes, here's just a rule in the house. If you don't get C's, then you don't play sports. And if you do get below a C, there's an hour of study by yourself on that subject every night. And it's like, I didn't want to study for 3 hours. So having 5 subjects and suck at 3 of them. But it was interesting that, sometimes people put things into us that we need to do. And then all of a sudden, I never ever had any problem with school from that point on. Just because of one person telling me, I don't want to hear your excuses. I just need you to know that if you suck at things, you got to study more at them. And I'm like, what? It's like, because it's funny, as human beings, we always try to get away with just as much little as, doing with as little as possible.
One
Anyway,
thing I always
go ahead, Craig.
I was going to say one thing I always appreciated now, and not until later did I ever find out about them, were magnet schools, because in a sense, like what you were saying, where they focus a little bit more. I mean, they give you the basics, but the focus is more on whatever your talents are. And I always thought those were really, really good, maybe like apprenticeship type things, because then you're not, just because you may not be a smart person and you're getting A's and B's, you have other talents that benefit people. Like, okay, I look at my brother, and he wasn't really good at school, but boy, he had an eye for photography. He could draw. He was very good with his hands. So, he was more of a mechanic. In fact, definitely more than a mechanic than I was. And so, we had to embrace those talents. Yeah, that to me is just as important as 1 + 2 = 5.
Yeah, we had wood class, and we also had small engine class. And man, Coach Bob's lit up now, working at Briggs and Stratton. You know what I mean? But no, man, I love those. I really love those.
Yeah, I was lucky that I didn't.
No, I didn't like home ec.
Really?
No.
Well, you're so good at it.
No, I'm not.
Robert, I never took those classes in junior high because those were required. Not home ec, but shop. That was for a guy that was required, and I didn't do it. I was told by my counselor, "Don't worry about it." Now looking back on it, I'm thinking, I mean, not that I'm in bad shape either, because my grandfather, who had one heck of a tool shed in his garage, he was always out there and showing us how to do stuff.
Right.
But still, I see the benefit of those kind of real life classes. And
sometimes it does go against our personality, though, or what we're great at. It's like I remember one guy told one time, and he said, "Why do you take shop class?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Yeah," he says, you can buy a table and chairs. He says you don't have to to learn how to make a table and chairs."
But see, I've had this discussion even with other friends. It's like, you need those classes. Those are classes, in my opinion, looking back, that should be required. Now, not necessarily wood shop for one semester, metal for another semester, auto for another, but classes that involve those kinds of things that are more of, and I'm going to use the term home economics because it actually applies. You have like a year or a semester of things that relate around the house, like learning how to wash your clothes, learning how to cook. And then you have another one where it's home repair stuff. Yeah, cooking, sewing, Lisa Marie, exactly. Then you have another one that's like, okay, learning how to do banking, learning about personal loans, about personal financing, economy, then learning about speaking in front of people. These are kinds of things that, in my opinion, should be taught in school that aren't.
Yeah.
And even if it's just a little bit, learning, okay, now I don't know how many of us still do, but learning how to balance a checkbook. I mean, my God, that is so important. In the same way now today, maybe for some of the younger kids, they don't know what the heck a checkbook is. But learning how to look at your bank account and make sure that you have what you have in there, and then how to work the bank account in such a way that you can benefit from it.
Understanding what debt is.
Oh my gosh.
How to stay out of it.
Right.
When I was in high school, I took the shop class, the wood
What time are
shop
you gonna be
class,
leaving, Ben?
and but I took those classes because that's where the boys were. But then we also had weightlifting class, and I think now looking back, I think this was my first entrepreneurial experience. Me and my girlfriend, we took weightlifting because that's where the football players were. That's where the all the sports guys were, and my girlfriend would bet the guys that I could leg press more than them. I was a dancer, so I had very, very strong legs, thunder thighs. So, so she would bet them that I could leg press more than them, and every single time I did, and we got free lunch every
Nice.
every day. So that was fun. But yeah,
Hi, Mary. I
where you
seen
find
you.
melodies, where the boys are.
That's the. Hi, Mary. Thanks for getting on here. That's Melody. Thanks for sharing that. I never ever thought about, that I could, just find out where the girls were. I would take cheerleading. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like Sandy.
What was that about Sandy?
She said in high school she just hung out in the back 40 with the stoners, and I was like, that was me.
Yeah, that was Terry.
Oh, that was me too, Terry.
Yeah, what clique were you? What clique were you in?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I was definitely in the grease monkey auto mechanic stuff. It was like it's funny because when you think of cliques, it's like when you're building your car, you don't do that in a group.
No.
I was
Band and MGM for me.
It's MGM.
Band, I can see that.
Band, yeah, I played trumpet.
Okay.
MGM was the gifted, they call them mentally gifted minors.
Oh.
Oh my God.
In other words, the higher, the A and the B students, I guess would be the best way
I
to
heard
say
about
what that is.
band camp.
Oh yeah, band camp was fun.
That one day at band camp.
There you go.
Hey, Sandy, shush! Come on, we're not supposed to let that out.
So I was kind of in everybody's clique. So I was a stoner, but I cheered. I played basketball.
Oh, wow.
So, and I did band. I played clarinet for 6 years. Out of those 6 years, for 4 years, I played the orchestra. I played the violin.
Oh,
So-
my God.
Wow.
I just
Oh,
kind of
so
did
Sandy
everything.
was into violins.
Now I
Wow.
understand, Sandy, the social butterfly.
Yes, and Craig, you're truly right because I ended up having to leave my one school in my sophomore year to go to a totally different school and leave all my friends
Ooh.
because I did get in 2 fights in one day and I pushed a girl through the courtyard windows. But in my defense, she was trying to rip my shirt off, so I pushed her away from me.
Oh my
Bully,
gosh!
a bully in school.
No, I was not a bully. I really wasn't a bully. They both started the fights, but it was
Then-
apparently my fault. So,
I was just going to say, then whose fault was it? Who was the one who got the worst out of it?
well, I got the
Punishment
worst out
wise.
of it because I got expelled and I had to go to a totally different school.
Wow.
But
For self-defense.
right, for self-defense. I'm just saying. Just saying. They
That was
shouldn't have
funny,
tried to
Craig.
pick a
You
fight
got to
with
go
me.
to school for self-defense.
Okay, so that's another class. What do you want? Krav Maga, karate, jujitsu, judo.
Sandy, thank you for sharing. That's funny. I love that.
Shit. And I just tried to get through school and get the fuck out, man.
Well, and that's what happened is when I had to go from the one school to the other school. The other school was behind me. Okay, so I went to a school in Battle Creek and it was an all-white school except for one family. And then I moved to a totally different school where I was the minority. And so a lot of bad stuff happened my first few days of school there. And I was just like, I can't deal with this. And so I just started skipping school and, hey, turn the light back on, boy. I started skipping school and then hitchhiked from my school all the way over to half an hour away to just so I could go to Kmart, because back then that's all we had. And ended up having to do night school my whole senior year just so I could graduate on time. But I did it. I graduated right on time.
Yeah, I just wanted to get my diploma sent to me. My mom's like, no, you're going to put a dress on and you're going to walk the stage and have a great time. I'm like, the fuck I am. But
I know.
I did it anyway,
I had to wear
And
a
did you
jean
have a
dress.
great time?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't like none of that stuff. So
No.
just
And I
give
was
me my award.
homeschooled,
It's
so
not
I don't
gonna
know
be-
anything you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, you did get kicked out of school a couple of times. And
No,
he,
I was a good student.
yeah, he was homeschooled. So
Matt, go out and mow the
Teacher.
lawn. Matt,
When
go
you're
out and paint the house.
Yeah.
Matt, go fix the
Go
fence.
shovel the driveway.
There you go.
Yeah. Isn't it true though, like with school or life, when you really, because I really enjoyed school, but I'm thinking that my parents and grandparents got me all set up ahead of time to really enjoy it and do well at it. And I was their firstborn. So I loved school and I was great
That'll
at
work.
everything I did except math. And so anyway, it's that way in life, when you really love something. I'm going to say my daily choice products, really love it. You want to tell everyone, you want to, want the company to excel. You want to use their, whatever it is you love, you want to promote and tell others.
Deborah, you're just a sweet person all around.
Oh God, Robert.
I seen Bob ask
Nice.
it. Yeah, I was just I was just a real loner and a grease monkey. Terry was the bully. I heard from her.
Tell?
I can, you can just ask her sons, how
I wouldn't mess
Don't
around
mess with
Terry
Mom.
at all.
Yeah, I could see Terry as being the leader of the Pink Ladies in Greece.
Oh yeah.
Rizzo. You're Rizzo. That's it.
the mean girl, the mean girl.
I wasn't a mean girl.
Terry
just
didn't need
I just
karate.
stayed to myself. One girl said I was a mean girl. I'm like, you haven't seen a mean girl yet, but if you want, I'll show you. So I'm open, but no, I wasn't a bully.
I would just
I just stayed to myself, but now
maybe she just was a bully to me, I guess.
Poor Robert.
Yes, you look so abused, Robert.
Yeah, it's so bad. Well, I went to a grade school that my dad went to, so it's super old, and we had the best. We had a home cooked meals. We had a really great lady that would make everything fresh, and I went first through eighth grade there, and then I went to a city school where there were out here it was all farmers. I think there was 13 people in our eighth grade class.
13 people in her class, you guys.
Yeah, and so when I went to junior high, I went to junior high on the south side, and there was all different races of people in there. And I was like, oh my God, my mouth is really going to get me into trouble. But it didn't. So I did 1 year there, and then I went to high school for 3 years. But yeah, our grade school, my dad went, my sister's kids went there. Some of her grandkids went there, and now it's just they've got 3 other big buildings because there's so many people moving here. I have no idea why, but I'll let them spend one winter here and they'll probably move. But
I remember when we were living in Indiana, we would go to school, and it was a K through 8 school, and it was I think a 6-story building.
Wow.
And everything was really inside that building, the gym, the classrooms, lockers, whatever. I mean, it was just huge. It's not like any of the schools that we have here in California, at least.
Yeah.
And I mean, in other locations. But of course, you're talking about out there, they had snow, and the pool was indoors and things like that. It was just
pool here.
What?
We didn't have a pool. But we have a place called it was called the Boys Ranch, I don't know, a mile away from. And one night a year, they were all delinquent boys were there. But one night a year, we got to go there, and they had a bowling alley, and they had an indoor pool, and they had a basketball court. And I'm like, well, shit, all the stuff that they get to do, and they're delinquent kids.
Melody is like, where's this place?
Yeah. Can we sign up now?
I was just thinking that.
We would have our school was so small, we'd have pancake dinners, and all the parents would come together, and all the kids would have pancake dinners on a Friday night, and it's kind of fun to do that stuff. But now it's so different. But that was my That was my school. Oh, and I fell down the stairs in high school.
Mm.
I had those stupid clog shoes. And I'm coming down the stairs, and I fell down the stairs.
Oh,
So
shit.
then other kids were in the class like, "Did you see that girl fall down the stairs?" I'm like, I'm that girl. But
So the baby steps again.
Yeah.
those stupid shoes.
So Terry,
those
how
were
many
stupid.
how many were in your graduating class?
Oh God, I don't know. Because then I went to city school, So I don't know, maybe 500. What's the average? I don't know.
A couple hundred.
Yeah, a couple hundred maybe.
Well, I think it depends too, because I know
we had 792.
Oh.
Wow.
At our school we had like
In our
1,200.
graduating
My
class.
year was about 500. The next year was 1,300.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, Robert, I went to a high school called West High. We had two high schools. No, and then we had a Catholic high school. But I went to West High, is what it was called. And Robert and I decided to homeschool the boys because I thought if anybody's going to torment my children, it's going to be right. So that's why we homeschool.
Hey, how many people still have one of their high school yearbooks or all?
Oh yeah, I got all three of them up in my closet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have them somewhere in a box.
Yep.
They go from
Why
place to
we
place, and
saved
it's like,
them all
oh,
these
good.
years.
This is
Yeah.
The reason that we homeschooled our boys is because I get to hang around with you guys all week, so you can understand that was a good decision.
Yeah. Great decision.
And also, we didn't feel like they needed to be taught shit that never happens in life. So,
Right.
But Matt loves history. Yeah, I don't know how good he is at math.
Yeah, I'm one of those rare people that likes to learn consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, every day. Something new.
Yeah, so like I there's a lot of things that I love in life that have no connection to anyone in my family whatsoever. They're just mine,
How dare you?
Like like I can't name a single person other than maybe my grandfather who's no longer here that actually was interested in history, you know what I mean? And like would watch stuff on history and we talk about it sometimes. I'm a huge reader, love English, love writing, love spelling, love all of that stuff. I don't get that from anybody in my family, I don't think. My mom loves to read, but she's not.
I like to read.
Yeah, she's not a.
I like to read biographies and stuff like that. Any self-help book, and I'm like in and out, like for stuff. But biographies.
And I'm like all fiction, right? Like I love Lord of the Rings. I love Game of Thrones. I grew up reading Harry Potter. Love Harry Potter. So, then as far as like computer, a lot of the science stuff. I love science. I love math. I didn't really like math when I was younger, but then when I had to do social media ads and do Facebook ad campaigns and like run those by people that were paying for that, I got very, very good very quickly at doing fast math, which helped. I like doing it now. So I think in general, like I didn't really have a lot of things that I disliked because it's like I just like learning new things. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if homeschooling is not, in a sense, better because it's like you said, it's life. You're life as you go, as opposed to everybody being, and I'm not trying to diss regular school either. At least you learn a standard, but I think you learn more on life when you do homeschool, and kind of like a better overall learning.
I'm married.
Maybe?
I'm married to somebody that was homeschooled 80% of the way. Her best friend is gonna come visit us. She's also been homeschooled most of her life. Kat, mom, Kat, but like, in general, it's a joke among homeschool kids. We are not normal. So, like in most social situations, I'd say like that's probably the downside of it. Is like socially you're missing a lot of like camaraderie shit. Like everything you guys just talked about, I have no experience with whatsoever. Every movie I've seen, from Ferris Bueller's Day Off to any of those movies about school, Breakfast Club, have no concept for it. Didn't experience it. Didn't experience cliques. Didn't experience the football teams or anything like that. So I guess that's probably more of the spot where you're just like,
Well,
I wish I did.
You'll have to come to a network marketing meeting with us sometime, and because there's cliques there.
Well, that's the thing. If you're around other homeschool kids, they can relate with that. They can relate with that, and so it's like in a lot of ways, you kind of become a clique of your own, the homeschooled kids, because in a lot of ways, you can't go, oh yeah, you remember going to prom? You remember like this or dating somebody in high school? No, I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, social situations. Yeah, exactly.
I don't have yearbooks full of people that I know.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, like, people still
all
know
of
their
us,
friends from high school.
It's
kindling. Yeah, Matt, all of us have high school books that we keep that we're not friends with any of those people either.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I know.
It was a great kindling.
I think I have two that I'm still friends with.
Yeah, I still have friends from high school too, but yeah,
they're like,
and of course you look at what people wrote in the books, and it's like, oh, we're gonna be best friends forever.
Yeah. No, I didn't like you in school either, so we're not. But
yeah, and I wasn't gonna stay in Montana anyway, so like for me, it was never really like I knew when I was young, anytime we would move here and go back and forth from California to Montana, that like this is where I was supposed to be. So like, in a lot of ways, anytime I try to make friends in Montana, they're really like different kinds of people, for sure, and not in a bad way. Like very
totally get
salt
it.
of the
Totally
earth, down to earth kinds of people. But like, I don't want to be rude and say not going anywhere, but like there's no progression. When everybody would just be like, great, I did the minimum, I'm good now, I can go relax. And you know, in California, as much as some people might hate it, it's like the place of innovation. So
yes.
I love being here.
And we love having you here in California, Matthew.
I used to, when I did presentations for a business, opportunity in California, the funny joke was always, it was easy opener, is I would say, how many people in the audience are people that were born and raised here? And there would be like 2 or 3 hands out of 100. And I would go, okay, so here's the quick question. If all of you were born someplace else and moved here, why did you move here? And every one of them were like, I moved here because I wanted to be a better life. I didn't want to stay in my home city. So it was really interesting to be able to put that in their head and go, either you or your parents moved here because you wanted a better life. Once you got here, why did you just get a job and try to fit in? So it was really, really a good opening line that a lot of people, include myself, had come from other cities. And like Matt said, the people that are just okay with being okay, I can always go back to my home city and they're all still there.
No, yeah. Like a lot of the people that I know are still in Billings. A lot of the people that Hannah and me have met, they're still living there, still doing everything that they were doing, when we were there. I love California because it's like the mecca of art and the mecca of technology in the entire world, I would say.
Yeah.
So
I like
more art and technology is created here than anywheres. So
and the weather is amazing all the time.
The weather's great. I am not looking forward.
Everybody else is doing their
depends.
Well, Terry, you know where to go. Hint, hint, hint.
What? Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
I just told Terry where to go. I mean, where to live.
I've been telling her where to go since I met her.
I'm like, what do you mean, Craig? She bought a ticket. She was supposed to be here today.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about in a temporary basis.
No, Terry loves California because Ezra's there.
Well, I think we're laying it on thick here now.
Yeah.
I said I could drive. How bad are the roads going to be on there? But I will be staying till May or through May.
Right.
So I have to drive all the way back on the shitty roads. So
she's becoming a snowbird.
The snow vehicle with me, and they would have the Tesla to drive in the snow, and that would work. So.
But we don't go anywhere.
They don't go anywhere, so because I'm the one that goes someplace. But anyway,
you guys are pretty far out. I don't know if you could get groceries delivered there, but probably, right?
Well, I don't
Not
know.
from Walmart.
Hey, I can drive any vehicle in the snow. I did before they.
It's just the difference.
I'm
It's
so
like
old.
me.
I'm so old. They didn't have 4-wheel drives when I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
It's
had
like
to
me. It's
go
like I
to
could.
school uphill both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just get in my car and drive less than a mile down the street to the grocery store. Or I could stay in my house and order the groceries to my front door. And which one do
There
you
you
guys
go.
think I'd do?
I'm
You
out
know?
the door.
So it's like, hey.
Terry's got to get away from me a couple times a day.
Can only stay in the house a couple of days, and I'm like, I'm going to Target or someplace because you people
Yeah.
are driving me crazy.
And
You guys
Mom-
just
It's
made me
all
think of
walking
those
distance
videos.
here.
You guys just made me think of those videos where they're sealed in because of all the snow, and then they pop, they push something like out. I think you guys actually had that happen one year where you open the door, you guys are kind of locked in because of the snow, and you
Yeah.
had to create. And was it Dex and Leo or was it Bo that was jumping in the snow?
Oh, probably Dex.
Both all of them. Any
Yeah.
any dog that we've had to go through the snow to get outside.
Yeah, not looking forward to it. That's for sure.
Are you guys starting to cool off pretty quickly there?
No, we have record highs here right now. So if anybody wants to know what the weather like is in Montana, we set records every year for how much the temperature changes in 24 hours. You know, so we can have a 30 below with wind chills, you know, down in the 40s. And by 24 hours later, it can be 58 degrees.
I'll never forget. Like we were going out October 31st for Halloween when we lived there, me and Hannah, to one of the two clubs that exists, right? Downtown in Billings. And I remember the weather was supposed to be super nice out. So me and Hannah both dressed a lot lighter than we would have, didn't bring extra stuff. And here we are standing in line outside of the club waiting to get in our costumes. And it is like snow hitting the side of us. And we're like, and that's how it can be. Like in 24 hours, it's like a joke. You make a outdoor plan in Montana and it better not be for more than 2 days ahead of time because that is not going to be accurate weather. So
I got them, they wanted the Scream Halloween costume one year, and you could have a little thing, and blood would go through the face mask or whatever.
Yeah.
So I drive them, and I park in between two houses, so they go to this house and this house. Then they come back to the car, and they're mad because the blood won't work in their masks. And I'm like, happy Halloween, man.
Yeah, because
my wipers won't work. The defense.
I don't miss that.
I don't either.
Yeah,
the amount of trick-or-treaters that we had this year.
Anymore. I was like,
the weather is so crazy where we live in Montana because of the Rocky Mountains, but also because of the jet stream. So so if you ever just watch the jet stream go across the world, right? It's like if the jet stream drops low before the West Coast, then it just pulls all the hot air off the desert and brings it right through Montana, right through Billings, Montana. And then if the jet stream just moves a little bit to the east, then it's on the other side of the Rockies and it pulls everything out of the North Pole straight across Billings.
And right now, being that we're in the middle of November, we're at 91 degrees here in Southern California.
Yeah, you guys got record highs.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's been doing what you're talking about, Robert. Weather's been just going up and down lately. It'll eventually get sort of down. You know, California does not have 4 seasons. It has I think we like to say it has 2.5 seasons, and the 2 halves are basically 2 quarters of the seasons.
The leaves on the trees out here do not know what's going on. Like it's
they're confused.
Some of them they're like half
flowers.
fallen, half not. Yeah, flowers too. It's like okay, the season's coming, but
is it
cold? Sometimes you get the summer bugs or the spring bugs now because
hi, Kelly.
it's
Hi,
oh,
Jim.
it's warm enough.
Yeah, my summer garden is. I'm still harvesting from my summer garden. It's crazy. all the produce is still coming in, and everybody else has put their garden beds
Yeah.
Oh
to
yeah.
sleep. I know, Lisa, you guys have snow,
Yeah. By the way, Lisa,
and
that picture
yeah,
of
and I'm
the.
out like,
Go ahead,
What's that,
Melody.
Craig?
no, it's okay. Go ahead. That's all.
I was
No,
gonna say
your
I
mic
saw
is
that.
going in and out.
Yeah, Melody, it's your mic is. But Lisa Marie, I saw that picture of you with the everybody sledding down your hill. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
We're getting excited. I mean, the snow is sticking. It's not going away already,
Wow.
but it is supposed to get up to the 40s in a couple of days. So it'll probably go away, but
Okay, I gotta
yeah.
ask now. Do you have a tow rope that brings everybody back up the hill?
Yes, Fred just built that last
Oh
year.
my
It is
Nice.
so cool. You
That's
sit
fun.
on the inner tube, you wrap your arm around that baby, and it takes me right up.
Oh
Because there
my
ain't no
God.
way
Cool.
in hell I can get my ass back up that hill anymore. You know what I mean? So
Well,
I would
yay for
not be
Fred.
sliding. We had Charlie's, our Charlie, up last year with her dad, and he's 89 years old, and he considered going down the hill.
Oh my God.
But he
Wow.
changed his mind. He freaked out a little bit, but it's a huge hill. I'm telling you, people are going to be coming from all over to be using that. And
That
he's
one
got a,
drop
Yeah,
looks
nice.
pretty good.
oh
It
yeah,
it
yeah.
looks like
I
it goes
think
out for a
Nice.
little bit and then drops, right?
it does. And then if you hit that just right, you're out in the middle of that field. You gotta walk back quite a ways. So we're thinking of extending that tow rope. I mean, that's how lazy we are because we don't want to walk that far back
I don't
either.
blame you.
It's like you go out probably 150 yards
Yeah.
Wow.
past the
So you don't.
yard where the field.
So you don't
It's
mind the
crazy.
cold. You don't mind being out in the cold.
No, once we're sliding, it's like, except when you get all the snow in your face, I'm getting a little old
Yeah.
for that, but
Yeah. Years
I
ago,
could do
we took our
without
kids.
that.
Years ago, we took our kids to Williston, and Robert and his cousin and his kids and our kids, we all went sledding. And I can remember Rick coming down the hill, and he's like, "It's not as fun as it used to be." When we're younger, you hit a couple of
Oh,
bumps or
I
you
think
fall
it
out of your
is.
thing, and it's like
There it is.
I'm going to be
Yep.
having this little sore for a while. But
I
I
think it
remember we
is.
used to
We
go to the
do.
freeway overpass, and you know how you have the circle that goes onto the freeway?
sure, yep.
People would park literally on the top free part of the freeway pass, and then we would sled or inner tube down that hill. There was enough of an
Wow.
area where by the time you got to the bottom, you weren't really flying, but enough.
Wow. Yeah.
We
Speaking
had a
speaking of sledding,
snowmobile.
Kevin?
Sorry.
I was gonna say, Lisa Marie, if you guys have a bunch of dogs, what really worked, what I did is I went to the top of a hill when it snowed, and I took my toboggan and I put all 5 dogs in a big leash, put them all up together, and so you go a lot faster when you're going down a hill.
Yeah.
And then the dogs
We
try to
had,
jump on while you're going down.
Yeah.
Right?
Before, because I actually did it before our smartphones, so I used my camera
Oh
and
wow.
I made my mom my seamstress those those headbands. Those work great on dogs. Just put a half an inch of elastic on the bottom, and so put it on. So I had deer what do we call it?
Antlers.
Deer antlers.
Antlers.
So it was like rain dogs.
That's fun. I definitely got to
Instead
get
of a
me a
3-dog
little
night, you had a
GoPro.
4-dog sled.
Yeah. So yeah, I used a tennis ball. So just make sure you throw the tennis ball that stays on the street or stays.
That's funny. Thanks for
You
sharing
have
that,
all your
Kevin.
dogs pull you out in the middle of the street. That's
Yeah.
that's good time.
Yeah. What a great recess, you guys.
What?
Yeah.
Great recess.
Yes.
Is it cold where you are, Kelly?
South Dakota.
Oh, I know. No.
And it was Monday and I didn't feel like fixing my hair. So I was like, oh
Well,
yeah, it's
Good for you,
happening.
right?
That's what
You got
hats are.
snow?
That's what
You
hats
got
are
snow,
for.
Kelly?
mhm.
Yes,
Is
actually
it?
it's actually kind of a heat wave here today. It was like 33 degrees according to my pickup, but I've been outside quite a
Wow.
bit. So I dress warm and my office it's a log cabin. So the insulation isn't very good in here. So I have a little space heater. I dress like this just to do paperwork.
It's cold. I don't like being cold anymore. I don't
Me
like.
either.
I don't
Me
like
either.
it. But
I like it just a little, just right on the edge, especially when you're
Yes,
going to
Bob.
sleep. Just
This
a
is
little
my
bit.
office.
oh, that's very cute.
All right, wait. Let me zoom in on that so that we can see it.
Need a nice.
There we go.
Oh, cute.
Need a nice space heater.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
one right here, and so they're either so the mini split, when it gets really cold, it decides to tap out and it doesn't work.
Oh,
Yeah.
So they put in a little propane heater. So I'm either gonna blow myself to the moon, or I'm gonna freeze to death out here. We can't decide yet. Either way, I am in an office by myself and I don't have 6 other women here and we don't care.
There you go.
right?
You have us.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless your boss interrupts you in the middle of our recess like he's done in the past, right?
He actually interrupted me for the whole first half today. I'm like,
Oh, well,
I'm
how
late
dare
for
he?
recess again.
How dare him?
I'm like, I'm just gonna
Well-
breeze in there.
Well,
I'm not
Kelly,
even
thanks
gonna
for
say
joining
sorry, I'm
us. Thanks for jumping in when you can.
You know what? I'm not even gonna apologize for being late.
No,
No.
don't have
Because
to.
I mean, in fact, if I end up on time one of these days, you guys might all faint.
Yeah. Well, Jim, we thought that Jim was hanging out with you guys, because he came on and come on late too.
And has a beanie on, so
Yeah, and he had the beanie on too, so I was like, "What's up?"
Well,
Well, it's
I
funny,
need
I-
to get a hat or a beanie. This is the first time I've been on without my picture up on recess, so I'll apologize for my hair. I'll get a hat next time. But I'm
You
here.
look gorgeous.
stop
And
it.
I'm here and I have coffee, and this is a great way to start the day instead
Debra,
of
you guys-
hiding
Debra-
behind my picture.
Yeah,
I was
Debra.
gonna say, if you guys are gonna
always-
get hats or beanies, make sure that they're unlimited wisdom ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
absolutely.
That's right. Good
I think I
promo.
ordered a beanie.
Hey, we need a stocking hat. A stocking hat.
Yes.
Who would
absolutely.
you wear a scarf too? Because I could do scarves too.
Ooh, with the
Oh,
logo
yeah.
right there on the
I
bottom.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Mhm.
Oh,
I like it. I'll put
Still
for
working on
those
that
of you
stuff,
who
still
don't
working
know,
on it.
I'll put the link to the zoo or to the
Merch.
merch store. Great stuff in there too.
Yeah, these nice little nice.
There we go.
You need a pink scarf.
I
Well,
need
we've
a
got
red
pink
one
hats,
for
which
Christmas.
Lisa Marie and Deborah have shown. Deborah Grady.
I wear my hat every morning when I walk my dogs.
What
Do you?
what one do you have, Terry?
The same one you have.
This one? Okay.
I wear it every morning when I walk the dogs.
This one's mine. This one.
Yeah,
Nice.
you know what I like? I love the fact that the back strap is not
I like
a
that, too.
plastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Yeah. That
What are you
back-
talking about,
yeah.
Sandy? What's that
You
look?
can't say backstrap when it's deer season.
What's what?
You can't say backstrap when it's deer season.
Okay.
Because now I want some venison, because that's part of the meat. It's called backstrap.
Right.
Oh!
We were thinking tenderloins this morning too, Sandy. They're starting to rut out here.
I have never heard that term before.
I've
so,
never
okay.
heard of that term. Yep.
Oh, the backstraps are
basically the
excellent.
equivalent.
I was
of
thinking
filet
something
mignon.
else when you brought that up.
Oh, I didn't go there yet.
Okay, later, right?
Right.
Much later.
I thought you guys were talking about backpacks.
Do you guys open the same time of year we do, Sandy?
We're in bow season right now, and gun season starts the 15th.
Okay, so you're a week ahead of us.
Yeah.
Ours starts the 21st or 22nd, whatever.
22nd.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do you guys go out and
Minnesota
hunt
gets
for the
freely.
holidays?
I do not hunt.
Okay.
I can't kill an animal.
Thank you.
But if somebody else wants to kill it and feed it to me, I'll do that, but I cannot kill an animal.
I thank you. I can't. I
can't either.
I used to hunt. I don't anymore. I don't.
You know, we used to go with my dad when we were young, and
Mhm.
you know, we would schlep through all kinds of terrain looking for
Mhm.
animals. And then we moved to Georgia, and they have things where they just wait for the animals to come and then they shoot them. So they
Yeah.
just hang out in there and hide, and then massacre them when they walk up. And massacre them when they walk up to them. And I'm like, that's not fucking hunting. That's
Yeah, and
sorry,
Yeah.
everybody that lives on the East Coast, or that's how you hunt. I just think anyway. So I just thought that was the weirdest shit ever.
Yep, here they have blinds and they put blinds out up in trees and they sit
Mhm.
up in the tree with their little space heaters and everything until the deer walks by and then they sight it in and bam, there it
Yeah.
goes.
Yep. Yeah. That was my deer rant. I don't like. I love animals, so.
I do too.
All right. Well, it was such a great. I agree with what Debra Brawner was saying earlier. This has been a great recess today.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, there's Ezra.
Yep, Ezra got up to say goodbye to everybody.
All right, we got to do an Ezra
Ezra.
watch here.
An Ezra watch.
Ezra watch before we go back.
Hi,
There he
big
is.
boy.
Hi, beautiful
We're on
Ezra.
size 3 diapers now.
Oh,
my
my
God.
5 months
Be a
yesterday.
big
So,
boy.
No.
yep, he's growing.
But he'll stay in size
Even like
4 forever.
Yeah, I know. He's teething like crazy. So he's putting me and Hannah through it the last few days. We're like,
I think he looks
up
like
until
you,
this point, we're like,
Matthew.
this really isn't that bad. And then it's like, oh, now he's really mad.
Oh,
Matt.
for the love. Put some whiskey on his gums.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
we got all kinds of
Tequila will work too. I know how you guys do tequila.
non-chemical stuff, you know. We got a bunch of that stuff. So
Oh, good. For the love.
Yeah.
Robitussin.
What a
Daughters
cutie.
used the teething
Yeah.
necklaces for her.
no Tylenol
too.
just in case. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
You had to go there.
I know. I'm just joking.
That's
So.
right. That's right.
All right.
All right,
Love
everybody.
you guys.
All right.
See you
Bye.
later.
Love you. Yep.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Great Monday. Have a great week. Love you guys.
Yep.
Love you.
Take
Love and
care.
appreciate you
Love you.
guys.
Ciao.